What is What is up? 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 What is up, Grocknation? Welcome back this evening to the arcade for a Halloween-themed gameplay of the finals. The finals. I know I put one out maybe less than a month ago, and it actually only got 70 views as of right now. Not a lot of people, like it's one of those games where it's a defined taste, or just basically players that play it. But I got 3 subscribers from that one video, and including requests to upload another. So I decided the finals came out with some Halloween-themed cosmetics for the season, and I popped off here in 2 games in a row, so I figured I would showcase these skins. As you can see, I got my Bewitched Witch outfit on with my little witch cat on my shoulder. This first tournament is anything but great for myself. Jelly killed it, but I didn't do so well this first tournament, so bear with me if you're watching it for some grade A gameplay. That's the second tournament. But yeah, before we get started, guys, again, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you like this kind of, I played against this guy later on, Evasive Butcher. You like this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. I will also be eating some Tootsie Rolls in the spirit of Halloween this evening, as this is the eve of Halloween, or the Devil's Night, I believe it's called. I can't recall what the name of it is, the night before Halloween. But regardless, let's enjoy some gameplay here. I'll eat some Tootsie Rolls. I'm stealing from the kids. This first game, like I said, the gameplay-wise, you're not going to see anything too stellar, but we can take the opportunity to do some light banter here and some updates in the channel, if you will. Oh, yeah, that's right, there was a light with a sword on this pink team. Damn, I can't get this wrapper open. That's me trying to bite the wrapper off. Oh my lord. I'm gonna have to get scissors, I think. I happen to have some. Wow, that is crazy. I can't get this Tootsie Roll open. There we go. Oh my goodness, I have not had that much trouble with a wrapper in a long time. So we got a Tootsie Roll here. You guys didn't miss much. Oh, Team Wipes all. So good. So good. So I'm gonna go for a steal here. And hope they don't have a D-mat, which luckily they didn't, it looks like. As he just ran down the stairs, essentially. I kind of figured he'd come in that door. It made the most sense. Oh, the sword is here. Sword lights are some of the biggest pain in the asses in the game. I think we get the team wipe here now. Yeah. They're some of the biggest pain in the asses in the game, for sure. That was a mistake. But, just like any other light, the bane of lights is you really just gotta hit them 2 or 3 times and they're dead. So this particular game, I'm running the F-car without this sight. I knew there was a light, and throwing my power grenade would kill him. So he's gonna have to run away to heal. I'm trying the F-car without the sight for this this game, which is really good for close to medium range. You really lose that long range with the ACOG sight that usually comes with this, or rather the hollow sight, sorry. For my American gun nuts out there. I just came back from America 3 days ago. Speaking of which. But as you can see on this gun, my Diamond FCAR, this is the diamond skin you got for finishing Diamond in Season 2 of the finals. I got the Halloween candy charm on it, as you can see, and we got the pumpkin sticker. I'm pretty sure they both came in. There's like a mini event going on right now, where you spin a wheel and you unlock these either skins or charms or sprays for the game, which is a really neat little thing. Unfortunately, like most games that do these, holiday themed skins and events, they're doing it 3 days before Halloween. It's because it's been out for 3 days now, and Halloween's tomorrow. So, obviously, November 1st, I might leave this overlay up. We're going to talk about this overlay here in a second. It's so nice. But after that, I'm going back to a default overlay, and then the Christmas overlays will come. After November 11th, I always wait until Remembrance Day before I do anything Christmas-wise. Just as a little show of respect for our veterans. But yeah, they always release them like a day or two before Halloween. It's very, very annoying. This little witch expression came with this outfit. This is such a nice outfit. Like I said, I'm only ever going to use it for Halloween, so I'm only ever going to use it. And for the entire year, I will not be using it now. Next season, in the end of September, beginning of October, when I usually get my channel decorated for the particular holidays, I'll rock this for Halloween for that entire month, but that's unfortunate. I get it just now. The finals didn't have a Halloween season last year because it was released in end of November, beginning of December. It actually had a bunch of Christmas skins come out right away. So yeah, there was no Halloween season. But let's discuss this overlay. I'm really proud of this overlay. I did absolutely everything on this overlay. It is so nice. Obviously, the glowing animation I got off Etsy itself, but I put my own template over top of all the items. And obviously, the anime girls, the two witches, are the witch on the left side, and I'm not sure what she's, like a zombie survivor on the right side, and she's holding a pumpkin over her head. It looks really clean, and the webcam as well with the Grock, the Halloween Grock logo. I take great pride in my overlays on my stream, which is crazy because I'm a small streamer. I don't have a team or anything doing all of my, my stingers and everything else. My backgrounds and my PRBs and all that I do myself. It's really fun. I use Affinity Pro to do all of this, Affinity Photo Pro. And with video animation stuff, obviously I use Adobe Premiere Pro as well. So right now we're sitting at 28,000. My final players and my viewers that have watched me play the finals before know. I don't feel comfortable until we're sitting at least 30. Because 30, we're probably going to be 30,000. You're probably going to be sitting at first place when the last cash out happens. And worst case scenario, you'll get bumped to second, but you'll still advance. So I'm always looking for that 30 at the very least. Actually not having too bad of a round, but this jelly is just popping off like crazy pants right now. I'm really happy he's on my team. A couple of games actually this early in the morning. I played until about 3 a.m. as I'm getting ready to go back on nights. I started getting rubies, ruby teams and diamond teams in my lobby, so I was like, it's time to get off. You don't get penalized as much for those because, they're in such a higher level than you are. It's considered a challenging tournament bracket, which means if you come in second, you pretty much get what you would have got for a win, which happened to me tonight. We played against a Ruby duo team, me to the finals, and I ended up getting 1500 RS for it. So, just to put that into retrospect, I think this is an intermediate or a easy tournament bracket. There's easy, intermediate, and challenging. And the win on easy is only worth 1100. So yeah, to get second in a challenging and get more than a win on an easy shows you just how difficult it is. Right now we're just holding on to the cash box because there's a minute 15 left. I was hoping I wouldn't get cashed out. As you can see, we're sitting in first with 39. I tokened in here because I didn't want to risk us getting wiped and losing. It'll put us below 30, and I don't want that. When you get wiped in the finals, you lose 10% of your earnings, which is a lot more forgiving than it used to be. It used to be 30%. I could not land a single shot there. That's what I'm saying to myself here. I was like moral support this whole first round, man. This was all this jelly guy. This guy is just these are random people that I'm playing with. It sounded like they're playing together, these two, but it's all solo queue for me, which this season of the finals is absolutely the worst. It's got me pulling out my hair. Whatever little hair I got left on the top of my head, I'm yanking it out. With how frustrating the solo queuing is. A lot of people, that will talk about the finals and talk about how good they are in the finals, and if you ever complain about it in a forum, whether it be on Steam, community chat, or on a Facebook group, or a X group, they'll say the same thing. You just gotta get good and or find people to play with, because there's a lot of people. This is intermediate tournament, as you can see. A lot of people will only play with duos or trios. They will not ever play solo. So I always say I respect solo players so much more than I respect players that only play in groups, because you don't know the struggle of the solo queue. The solo queue, almost 90% of the time, is silence. There's no communications. There's no comms. Once in a while, if you're lucky, you'll get someone type in chat. But in the middle of a fight, that's pretty goddamn useless. So for the most part, you're playing with people that just don't talk. And worse yet, the console players can't read chat or can't type in chat. So if they don't have their mics on, console players, what you play with like 50 to 75% of the time, they're just not talking. They're pinging, and that's it. And a ping, like I mentioned in all my old Valorant videos and everything else, is basically worthless. You don't know what that information means. So yeah, solo queuing is very, very difficult. So I respect solo queuers, and I put them at a higher standard and a higher level in terms of skill-wise than someone that only plays with teammates and is a Ruby player, top 500 in the world, top 100, top 50. I don't care if you're only playing with, pre-made teams. You're playing at an advantage already. So I don't want to hear it. So when I get lectured about that, it's so silly. But I've always solo queued to Diamond in every season of the finals I played. This is the first time that I've played that I'm questioning whether or not I'm actually going to hit Diamond this season, because it feels like I'm stuck in a rut right now. Like, I've been stuck at Plat 4, Gold 1 for the better part of about 2 weeks right now. Tonight I actually went all the way up to Plat 2, and I'm currently sitting barely at Plat 4 right now, so it was up and down. This tournament and the tournament after were really well. I went to the finals 4 tournaments in a row, which is great. Helped me climb a bit, but like I said, I don't want to sound like a toxic teammate when it comes to solo queuing. 9 times out of 10, it is just basically communication. You're getting fucked over by not having any communications. Very rarely will you get put with extremely bad teammates, which is what a lot of toxic players complain about others on. And it's so cringy. I think this season I've played with one really bad player. And he was a player that just went off and did his own thing, and he was constantly dying. And, yeah, that was it. That was the only time, in terms of a teammate, where I'm like, why did I get stuck with this guy? Earlier tonight, there was a duo group. One guy was plat and one guy was silver, and they were in my lobby, and there was plats and diamonds in my lobby. And the guy struggled a lot. We made it to the second round, but still, I was thinking to myself, like, how is that fair to him? And, us as his team, that he's massively outmatched. He might even be new to the game. That's the only really example I've had this season of the finals where I would definitely say there was bad matchmaking. Because that's not good for that guy or us. But again, he's duo queued with his friend, so that's probably why he got stuck on this team with us. But in the lobby we were at, that did him no favors either. I mean, there was, like I said, diamonds in that lobby. And as I said, most diamonds don't play solo. They only play with a group of people, so right now these guys we're just kind of trading out with this team. We're killing one or two, they're killing one, we're reviving. Right now there's one left, so I can hear him above trying to revive. So I'm just going to pick our boys up here, and then he should get a revive, and it's a 2v1. So it works in our numbers. They get to the wipe here. They do, good. And not enough time to steal it, unfortunately. It takes 8 seconds to steal a vault. Something to keep in mind if you're trying to steal it last minute, because a lot of times I play with people that think they have time to go for a vault, and they just don't have time. And I tell them, don't bother. Let's go for the next vault. Sorry, the cash out. They try to steal the cash out. So right here, I see purple coming for this. I want that 1,000 because we're behind. I'm kind of getting a little more anxious now that we need to kind of make some ground up. We lost the first cash outs, so this could come down to us, barely being at second, and I want to have as much money as possible to give us the best chance of advancing to the next round. Okay, so we have the pink team here as well. This heavy annihilates them, which is great. Like I said, I think these two are playing together. Not entirely sure. We're right next to the next cash out too. I don't know how or why they all ended up in the same spot, but yeah, this guy was really messed up already, so I'm not sure what's happening here. I've always said that the finals is such a fun FPS. To me, it always feels like Black Ops. It's really, really, really easy to get caught up in the team deathmatch aspect of it because it's so fun. But again, like I said, all my finals videos, this isn't a team deathmatch game. This is an objective-based game with scores, and you have to get the scores on a board, or you lose, and that's just the way it is. Whether you have 1 kill or 20 kills, if you lose the same amount of RS, so you have to keep that in mind when you're playing the finals. I think I'm getting chased right now. Yeah, they were chasing me from the roof. These guys are they're fighting the other team from up top. This purple team is following them, as you can see. Absolutely no reason to be, but they are. And, they're wasting precious time with this purple team, and now they're wiped. Now, there's only 3 minutes left in the game. They should have been concentrating on trying to get a cash out here. So we're trying to think about going up there, but at this point I'm like, it's kind of like Hamburger Hill. I don't know. Already I'm kind of thinking about maybe the next cash out. The next cash out at this point will be a 22,000, so if we can get that in, we would have a chance to advance. I don't know why I thought I could make it up there, even though I'm cringing. This is the raised platform variant of this map. I'm getting shot from up top. Let's get in there, Tootsie Roll. Let's see if I can make an idiot of myself trying to open up a candy wrapper guys. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this one opened normally. Yeah, so at this point, what you're trying to do when a team is going to cash out like this in a close race, a close game like this, you're trying to get a team wipe to take some of their money away. That's basically what we're trying to do here. As well, I want that vault because we got a minute 51 left. We need this vault. It needs to go in. He's on a roof. That's what I'm telling this team. Oh, just missed him. I'm sorry about that. So if you're the orange or the pink team with a minute 14 left, you do not want this cash out to happen. You just want the game to end so you can advance. So this is why I'm bobbing and weaving going through these buildings. I'm trying to not get killed from the people shooting at me, trying to stop me from doing this. God, Tootsie Rolls are so good. Oh my goodness. He's asking me to close the ceiling up, but I'm telling him I don't have one charged yet. And there we go. Now we just gotta defend this. Put us at 30,000, which will put us comfortably in second. Oh, that was good. I swear I could eat I could eat 100 of those. Sorry to sound like Forrest Gump, but I could. I could eat about 100 of those. I drank me about 50 Dr. Peppers. Alright, how do we get on Forrest Gump? Somebody blew the floor out on me, I think. Purple needs this as badly as we do, so. And pink is trying to throw this in. Now here's the math, guys. If pink throws this in and gets it in, that's going to put them at 29,000, because they get now it'll put them at 30. Or rather 31. So they would be second. So the guy dropped it and we picked it up and we threw it in, so we got the extra money. So they really messed up there. Had they put that in, they'd be sitting at 31 right now, and we wouldn't have had enough with this cash out, but it's just going to be enough. And I'm just going to bring it down again one more time. Again, trying to keep track of my teams because I don't want to get, if I get wiped, we might not have enough to advance. Obviously, we finished the top of the scoreboard because the second vault was put in. So here we go. We're off to the finals. As you can see on the right side, it's intermediate difficulty. So those are all the awards I'll get for the placements you get. So first place you'd get 1,600. Second place we get 1,290. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, etc. So you really want to make sure on these intermediate easy tournaments that you're finishing in the top 4. That's how you're climbing. So, in terms of Halloween this year, we really never did much. We were in the States for 5 days. I went down to Minneapolis to watch Korn. Korn was on their 30th anniversary tour. And we went down to watch them. They were playing with Gojira and Spirit Box, my favorite band. So it was really nice. Unfortunately, we only got to see Spirit Box for half an hour. That's a Spirit Box poster above my head there on my camera. Or half hour, sorry. They only played 6 songs, so it was just a little taste. Waiting for them to come on tour in Canada, and we'll definitely go and see them when they headline their own show, which hopefully will be soon. So at this point, this team did give us a bit of a headache. During the tournament, they played with us right from the beginning. They were in our bracket, so I know we kind of got our work cut out for us here. They have one really good player on this team, and the highest player with the highest RS on their team is actually the worst player in this tournament. So he's probably having an off game. Fun fact, the next tournament, this team is in it as well, because the next gameplay I want to show you guys is the immediate next tournament following this one. So we get to see them again. It really doesn't matter who opens it. You don't get money. Money doesn't matter. Like I said, this finals, or I've told you before, this finals tournament is the first to 3. So, or first to 2, sorry. So it's basically best out of 3. Doesn't matter about money. That's the only money that matters is cash out. So, but it's always good to have. I like to try to tap it. So right now, if we would have wiped that team like we just did and we never tapped the box, we would actually have a box. We'd have to tap it and then wait for the 20 seconds for it to be cracked, the vault to be cracked, and then we'd have to run it. So they'd be spawned in long before then, and we'd probably be fighting us again. So yeah, I always try to tap it, just so that if we get a wipe, we can get the cash out going as soon as possible. Because the accelerator or the timer on the 1v1 in the finals is a little bit faster than a normal cash out. I would say about 0.25% faster. I think our normal cash out's 3 minutes. I think this is 2 minutes. If I got my numbers right, I think it's 3 minutes for a normal cash out, and a finals cash out is 2 minutes. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what it is. So we know this guy's right here. He's trying to throw the gas towards us. My gas actually killed one, and I get another one right here. There, the wipe was the guy dying from my gas. I gotta figure something out because my cam box is right over top of my kill feed. That's me and my teammates' kill feed. You can see underneath there it shows, who I got killed by, what I got killed by with, and vice versa, who I killed and what I killed them with. So you can't see it with that cam box in a way. I normally run it at top left, but the score is more important to show than that. So yeah. So right here we got about 20 seconds left of this cash out. And I'm just looking to play for my gas. Keep them off it with my gas. And here they are. They're already here. So one guy's on it. I throw the gas and I throw the explosive canister away because if it explodes, it'll take out my gas. And my gas is what's going to keep them off of it. So it already did, I can tell you that much. My gas would still be there, so that fire burned off my gas. But regardless, we got the first cash out. So now it is 1-0, I always say. Let's get another Tootsie Roll here for you guys. 1-0. It's a really good way to look at the final match. It really is just a score. We don't get very many kids in our street here for Halloween. We get maybe 50, 60 kids. I told him he was counting my body. And this year we really didn't do much effort in decorating because we were out of town for so long. And I don't put my decorations out too early because kids in this town vandalize them. toys. Jack Sparrow inflatable, a great big one. Sorry, Jack Skellington. Jack Sparrow would be pretty cool too, but no. Jack Skellington, and I got a big light for him, and a big Nightmare Before Christmas light as well. That cycles and shows all the characters and whatnot, and then I have a whole bunch of decorations I hang in the trees of them, as well as lights and all sorts of other things. A Nightmare Before Christmas themed house. It's really, really neat. So right now I'm regretting, telling these guys I would have loved to drop it all the way to the floor, but it says Darth Vader guy. Or is it Darth Vader? Or Darth Blader, whatever his name is. He's really good. He's like their carry of the game. Darth Blader, that's his name. So on the finals, a lot of times, especially if people are cute together, and this guy's cute with that High Chief, you'll have a character or a player on the team that's the carry, especially if it's a significant carry. So you'll always hear a final player say, I killed their carry. You killed the carry most times, you'll win the team fights, and that was the situation here. If we killed that Darth Blader, we'd usually win the rest of the fights. But again, this unknown STD, that's his name. Actually, this round really stepped up. It's been all Darth Blader all tournament long for Team Orange, the Jet Setters, this entire tournament. But he's stepping up now. As you can see, that High Chief only has one. High Chief and Unknown STD are console players. I can tell from the little global icon. And the rest of us are playing on PC. As you can see, the Steam icon there. So now the score is 1-1. The next cash out wins. This is always exciting, I find. Whether you win or lose, it's very, very exciting. I was debating putting a Hunt Showdown gameplay out for you guys with the Halloween stuff. They have really cool Halloween stuff this year as well. The thing about the Hunt Showdown is it's so damn slow. It's so damn slow. I team-added his buddy so he couldn't revive him. That was actually pretty sweet. It's so slow, and it's not action-packed at all. I hit his mine at the top of that zipline. You'll have one big fight, and then the rest of it you're just gathering clues and killing AI, so it's very, very boring to watch and to make a ASMR video about it. Just the gameplay itself, without me whispering, in my opinion, 90% of the time is enough to put you to sleep. I always say, and I think it's true for the most part, no, it's true. The viewers on Hunt Showdown on Steam are other Hunt players. I've always said it. So if you're a big streamer on Hunt, and you're really happy with your viewers and your community, know that most of them are, if not all of them are, other Hunt players. And when and if you'd ever decide to leave that game and stream something else, they will not follow you. They want to watch Hunt because it's what they play. So, yeah, I always say the only people that watch Hunt Showdown are other Hunters. And, it's really, really boring to watch otherwise. This is action-packed. This is like a Call of Duty or an Apex or a Warzone. And it's a tournament bracket BR, so it's competitive in that nature, and there's a rank system, and it's so good. It's so damn good. Oh, damn, that might not have been smart for me. I actually dropped. Oh, he's up top, at the very, very top. Yeah, I didn't have a strong round. I only got two kills. I'm not sure what I'm at for assists or objectives, but, I am doing my part. Keeping them away from cash outs. Mollying cash outs, all those things, that's what you want. in a teammate, someone that's playing the game, not playing team deathmatch. It's always good to have these killers on a team, though. They make things a lot easier, obviously. So right now I'm telling you, I think it's GG's. They don't have time to come back and take this. So I'm really happy. This was a decent team, and it was a hard fought win in my opinion. Just double guessing it. They don't even have time to take it if they wanted to. So that's our first tournament dub of this session. I was really happy about this. There we go. See, I matched my teammates for objectives. That was it. I had the highest objective score of 85, but they did everything else. That was a carry on their part. I'm back to Plat 4. This is my beginning of, like I said, 4 straight finals. Took me all the way to Plat 2. And I literally am all the way back to Plat 4 again after this session. I played for 3 straight hours, and it was such sweaty lobbies this late. I decided to get off, so let's get into another game here and show you guys another outfit. As I decided if I was going to do this, I would actually put on both outfits, and this is the second outfit. There's obviously a jack-o'-lantern outfit as well, which I didn't get a chance to get a good tournament in with that. I tried, hence why I was up an extra 3 hours. The jack-o'-lantern. So I decided I'd get the skeleton boy, which is kind of badass as well. I got a nice little bat flying on my shoulder. This is something else as well. This tournament's a little better in terms of skill, and what you guys can normally expect to see from me when I play the finals. I'm gonna miss this overlay. These two, witches. That finals jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, it's gonna be retired for another year. And same thing with that rolling pumpkin transition that I got off Etsy that is really good. So another intermediate tournament. A fabulous cat and a ready person. Ready person's wearing that cool scarecrow mask / hat. You can get in the wheel right now with the tickets, your Halloween tickets. Same thing with the bat to my shoulder. That's where I got it from. Yeah, really, really nice skins for the season of Halloween. Let's get another Tootsie Roll going here. For the suspended structures version of Montago. So right now I'm looking at the bracket. It looks pretty even. There's my team. There they are. The team we just fought is orange now. Darth Blader and High Chief. They're orange. I didn't see as the third guy with them as well. I never realized. I wonder if they're a trio. I guess I'll know when I watch this back. That's my buddy Jack. Big streamer on Hunt. Gorgeous Australian. Super good-hearted girl. And she's one of the bigger streamers on Twitch. On Twitch for Hunt, sorry. She only plays Hunt. I was just wondering where the hell this guy was during this fight. Yes, Unknown SCD, High Chief, and Darth Blader, they were a trio. Unknown SCD was the third, yes, so that's a trio. That's the team I just played in the finals, as you guys can see. Darth Blader is the one that killed me. We spawn back in. I just tab-hauled it out, which is why it looks like it's choppy. Right now we're trying to camp B. And this is just piss poor spawning on the finals part. These guys didn't have a chance. We spawned literally on the vault they needed to put away. That's frustrating. for the most part, the finals will always try to spawn you close to the last objective you died at. So here's a little pro tip for you. If you're finding you're fighting the same team the entire game and maybe they're better than you guys, which I'm sorry, if you play this game you have to admit it sometimes. And you'll hear me say always when I play the finals, I'll tell my team, we're losing to this team a lot. Let's forget them right now. We'll fight them in the finals. So if you're getting your ass kicked by a team and you keep spawning on them because they're the team the game thinks that's the objective you're after, so they're gonna keep spawning you near them. Just run past them and reset it. Go to the next team. That's the next cash out that's happening, and yeah, that way you don't get stuck fighting the same damn team over and over again. So right now I'm trying to put this jump pad here in case they launch themselves up and they hit it. They'll go flying in here instead, is what the hope is. So again, we know if you're a finals player, you know the team you just wiped is going to be spawning near you. So I managed to see him. As you can see, I'm running the healing beam here. Now I'm like, okay, I gotta get to the next. I gotta get to the main platform. They're overwhelming that, and this guy's almost dead as well. I feel so. I don't want to say naked. That's the wrong word, but I guess it is. I usually feel naked. Not running my jump pad, or not my jump pad. Sorry, my D-mat, because it's so. The mobility is just second to none. You're never stuck, and you always have an easy out to get away from people, and it changes your play style, and to not have it, kind of throws you off for a bit. And you always forget you gotta heal. I don't know why. Looking back on that now, I threw that. He was dead. I didn't think it would at the time. I thought he was hiding in that corner, which is why I threw that. So I remember this jump pad down here from the other guy. I'm going to die at taking it out, but again, I don't think this guy has a jump pad. So now he can't get up here. That's all I was thinking about there with that move. A lot of people hate it, and I do as well, because you love it when you have the opportunity to be on the defensive end. But a lot of people, including myself, hate suspended structures. More so than moving platforms. Moving platforms you can always get to. Suspended structures is one of those situations where if you're up there and you have all the ways to get up there and knock down, or maybe you're on a really high platform and you knock the platform or the structure beside you off, then there's no way for the enemy team to get up there. Then it's great. But obviously when you're on the other side of this, it's not so great. This guy launched me up there. I was not ready for it, but it worked out in the end. So sometimes it's best just to leave it and go to the next cash out, so you're not wasting time. Like I said, in the finals, time is money, so you don't want to waste too much time if you can't get up top to even challenge the cash out. Well, jack-o'-lantern buddy. That's the other charm or buddy. You can have. I put them on all of my. This guy almost got him and he ran off and he thought he was safe. But old Grock had a D-mat here, didn't he? Oh, I guess not. I guess I just jumped over, and there he was trying to hide. This team I just beat in the finals. They must just hate me. I can't remember what I was talking about before. How we started fighting unknown STD. Try saying that out of context. Oh, the buddy on the gun. Yeah, I've been running it on my AK. The jack-o'-lantern and the little Halloween candy I've been running on my F-car. I go back tonight's Friday night, so I will be playing this again tomorrow late at night into the morning. my hope is for my next set of days off, I'm Plat 2, Plat 1, and I guess 3rd, grinding for Diamond. So once I get Diamond, I think I'm going to start playing World Tour. I mentioned in my last finals video that the last 2 seasons I played, because I didn't play season 3, I quit after I got my rank, because there was nothing for me to do. But now I can play World Tour and start grinding for Emerald in there, which gives you an Emerald background, or I'm not sure what Emerald guns as well. I'm not sure what they are for this season, because I haven't even delved into World Tour just yet. There are unique rewards for the featured tours, which I haven't even been able to touch yet. I've missed out because I'm just trying to grind rank, get my Diamond rank back. I've been debating maybe trying to try out and get to top 500. If you get top 500, you get ruby skins, and you just have to touch top 500 once. But that would require just playing ranked again. And I think once I get Diamond, I'm just going to be fed up and not wanting to play it. Not wanting to play ranked again. So these guys smartly, which I always want to do if I'm on the attacking team, they bring down the structure. To bring down a structure in the finals, you just have to destroy 2 of the mounting brackets, and the whole thing will fall. They have to be 2 of the brackets on the same side, though. Don't do a diagonal, it'll stay in place. We got a fussy Tootsie Roll here, guys. I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah, so we lost that, I'm telling them, but we're still going to be in second. Because we've got the kills and we've got the cash outs. So, we were only wiped, I think, once so far. It's like wiping early on and everything matters. Every vault you touch, every team you wipe, every kill you get, all of it adds up. And right now, because of that, even though we lost and we got wiped, we were able to advance. By $500 is what it was. That was the difference between us going out and us moving on to the next round. So if we would have stayed and fought, played team deathmatch with somebody, that wouldn't have been possible. But yeah, that's why I always preach. You know, your decisions you make, with every cent, every dollar that's on the line, it counts in the end. And yes, Unknown SCD, Dark Blader, and High Chief are gone. And we were one of the reasons they're gone, so those guys definitely hate me. I never did see them again all night, actually. Come to think of it. I find now that I'm a man that has his own house and decorates and gets candy for kids for Halloween. I find that I pick the candies I liked as a kid. Not Tootsie Rolls, though. Tootsie Rolls, I just bought my own bag. Because I don't think I could keep a pack of Tootsie Roll in the house without eating it, so. But I got Blow Pop Suckers, which I love. Popeye cigarettes, which I also love. From when I was a kid. And a mixed bag of chocolates, my favorite chocolates. Reese's Pieces, Reese Cups, Hershey's Cookies and Cream. We got Mars for the kids with allergies. Yeah. Like all the candy I liked when I was a kid. This is an odd, that's why I'm shaking my head, there's an odd visual glitch that's going on in certain maps in the finals. The fog variant here, and the Sandstorm variant of Las Vegas, you'll see that just in a loading screen. And really, that's the only thing. So it's not game breaking or anything. It's just something you see. I'm trying to keep my boy alive here. I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, I was thinking this guy's gotta be close. And he was. But I just could not get this revive off. The orange team, which was the team I took out last round that I went to the finals against. Game prior. This color now is out for revenge for what we did to them. That's what it seems. But let's talk about the Christmas holiday, which I'm excited about. I actually have a 9-foot Christmas tree I'm putting up in my cabin this year, which I'm really excited about. I've always wanted a massive 9-foot Christmas tree my whole life. It's something I've always wanted, but we just don't have a ceiling for it. Okay, so right here, our teammate, ready person, has disconnected. So this is why I disengage, and I'm going to give him a chance to come back. That's what I'm thinking. As you can see, he's gone. And I'm like, he's only got 30,800 RS into plat. He's not going to quit. So let's just wait. And there he goes. He reconnected. So that's all I wanted. I didn't want to wipe, just in case he didn't reconnect, but he did. So right now we're going to go for the revive. And I agree with the choice. I didn't make the choice, but these guys obviously felt the same. That's a hard objective to push. There's only 2 ways in and out, and it's usually a death trap with traps and everything else. It's almost like Thermopylae and Greece with the Spartans. I certainly don't like it. This one's a little more manageable, I think, especially it being indoors with our setup here. I don't have a D-mat, so I can't bring it down and try to steal it, but I think I fuck up my teammate here. He's not able to get up the stairs. There wouldn't have been time to steal it now, too. I'm looking at it right now. Like I said, it takes time. 8 seconds. And that's a sliver. I don't know if they're ever going to implement it, but if they do, it'll change the way the finals is played. If they do it like they do in Counter-Strike, not so Valorant. But actually, I think it's Valorant and Counter-Strike, rather. When you defuse the bomb in Valorant, it stops the timer. So as long as you get there before the timer stops, it'll stop the timer and you can defuse. In CSGO, the timer goes, and if you're not there in time while you're defusing it, it can blow up in your face. Now, if they ever do that with the finals, where the timer will stop as you're playing the vault, it'll change the way the finals is played. It'll make it really interesting. Brand, why is Brand? Oh, okay, I think this is the team we play next. I was gonna say, why is that name familiar? Sorry, this game was taken, like, earlier in, like, right before supper time, on the 30th. I'm recording this, like, 4 o'clock in the morning on Halloween, so, if the name's familiar, it's because I played him in the finals. I didn't see him tonight, I'm pretty sure. But... So right now, I want that wide open cash out. This is a really good one. You throw it up and you throw it in there and you lift the elevator up and you can watch. You can defend it from quite a ways back. Unfortunately for me, the purple team was here camping it, so I managed to throw it in at least, which, like I said, gives you extra money. You get an extra 1,000 for throwing it in as well. And I always say, when it comes to the finals, it's always best to be on defense and offense. So, because if I put the cash box in and were wiped right before then. Well, they have to steal it back, and in the meantime, while they're stealing it back, another team could be rolling up, and then no one's stealing it, they're fighting. So, both teams have to be ready to steal it back, when the fight's over. Whereas, if you're that team, you don't have to want to be stressing what happened to steal it back because you have it. You already have it. So you can actually play a little more defensively. So I always say if you have a chance, always throw it in. Don't drop it and try to have a fight. Try to throw it in. Just so you have that little bit of leeway in case the fight comes down to the wire. Yeah, you can't throw through those walls, even though the map's open there. It's kind of ridiculous, but all three of them are right here. All three of these purple guys. Do we get this? I just realized my pads are up, but again we got third party by Pink. And Pink's got a cash out happening. Yeah, that Brand, he was killing it. He's 11 and 2 right now. Or 11 and 1 rather. 11 kills, 2 assists, and one death. What is this? You know what I think it is? I think it's a visual glitch. I think the elevator's actually up there. But for me, I can't see it. So for us, it looks like the elevator's down. It's actually not. It's the platform's up. So this is actually not bad right now. I'm thinking, okay, so Pink's guaranteed to the finals right now. They got 40,000. So we just got to beat 15,000, which is second place. So that's good. There's nothing more brutal than when you have no choice. You have to double up. You have to double up a cash out. Because both teams, first and second, are sitting at 30,000, 29,000. And you and the guy in the bottom are sitting like 5,000 each. Then you have to double it up. So right there, someone threw a gate on it. And it's crazy how fast this gate works. Like, instantly, look at that. Instantly takes it. And he had a fire, like probably a pyro mine, I imagine, is what was there. He put on the other side of it, but he managed to get it anyway and cash it out. So now it's coming down to this. Like, we need this sometime, these guys, otherwise we're out. Now I would love to have a demat, because I would just demat it to the bottom of the floor below and try to close the floor up. A lot of times if people don't have demats or any kind of destruction like rockets or C4, you can easily get away with that. They won't have time to get down because they gotta run down the stairs then. So it's really, really good that way. I was actually shocked. I think my guy went for a steal here and he actually gets it. Which I'm like, purple's not wiped. I think there's only one dead purple. So I was like, you guys can't hear it because the volume's turned down, but I was asking, like, why is he trying to steal it? And he actually got it. So one of the reasons I love pyro grenades, and I've been running them more than the gas per se, is number one, fire beats gas. It burns out gas. So if someone throws any kind of gas, whether to block a doorway or stairway or like that, I can just throw my pyro grenade on it and it'll burn it off, and or vice versa if they're throwing it on a cash out. But if you throw it on a cash out, an actual cash out itself, people can't touch it. People can't touch it to steal it. So, like right there, boom. And again, someone's trying to take it, but they're getting burned. And someone's trying to put a second vault in. Orange put it in, but it's not going to be enough if we can take it here. A bunch of people are getting burned right there. No, that would have been game right there, but... And that's it. We advanced to the finals. Like I said, this is my second of 4 straight finals. Really good night, and I should have stopped there. But it's like anything else, you figure, you know what? I'm doing so well, let's just keep going. I'm bound to, run into good tournaments, good teammates, good matchmaking again, and yeah, you don't know when to quit. It's like a gambler. It'd be different if I had like a steady teammates, that I know I have success with, and that's something else. But if it's a situation like, sorry, I have to use my little scissors to open this. This didn't want to open on its own, or didn't want to tear open. But a situation where I'm like rolling the dice with randoms like this is, I'm bound to get decent teammates again, you would think, but it doesn't always work out like that. Tootsie Rolls, if you guys aren't aware, they always have the little cardboard that holds it in place. That's that sound you guys heard me pulling the cardboard off. So final round. I'm switching to the gas grenade over the pyro grenade. Gas lasts longer and it has a wider AoE. So we're just worrying about one team. Gas is actually better in my opinion. Unless you're against a heavy that's using a flamethrower, then bring in a pyro grenade. Because I always say, fire beats fire. So unlike my last game, this team has 0 microphones. So this is what I mean when I say, in my humble opinion, the solo queuers are just better. You have to be. Because as, a team, when you have communications, you can make call-outs, you can make, game plans, you can make decisions together, but when you're in like a situation like this where these guys they both don't have microphones on, you're really just playing with yourself pretty much. It feels like a lot of the times you're doing a lot of shit on your own. So at this point I'm like, we should just wipe. Is it right here? Like, yeah, at this point I'm like, just wipe. Like I said, there's no money involved. It's literally just a timer now for us to respawn, because like I said, in the finals it's just the first to 2, so. But yeah, these are both console players, my teammates. So they can't even type or read messages. So they're completely muted off to me if they don't have headsets on. There's a good chance they're playing together because they're both on console, I find. But yeah, there's 0 communication happening. So it does feel like you're doing everything on your own. Decisions are being made and you're doing them without the knowledge of your teammates. So yeah, I'm sorry, but you just have to be better. You have to be better if you solo queue. It's crazy when I do get a regular teammate here, which doesn't happen very often. I go on such crazy winning streaks. It's nuts, and it's all because of the communication. Especially if you get a good teammate that plays the objectives and has good game sense. It's such a world of difference. And I always tell myself, like, I'd be diamond like weeks ahead of time than I would have been if I solo queued. I think the last time I solo queued in season 2, I was diamond 3 or 4 weeks into the season. I had about 20 levels of the battle pass left that I just finished off when I hit diamond. But we're over a month into the season right now, and yeah, like I said, I'm stuck at gold 1, plat 4 right now. It feels like I'm just not going anywhere. I don't know, there's still 50 days left, or a month and a half left basically, to get diamond, so It's possible. See, I threw the gas in there because it'll last longer. It's got a bigger AoE. And I can see that it's going to start taking damage, and I know someone's trying to steal it. Right here. We got it. He had nothing to lose, that guy. That's why he just jumped in there. I do the same thing. You got nothing to lose at that point. You must go for it. A wipe. Like I said, you don't lose money in the finals. It's just a countdown now. And they'll be back in time to fight before the vault's even cracked. So it makes sense for them just to wipe. And if by some miracle he got the cash out, then they're up 1-0 instead of the other way around. Here they are. He actually jumped up behind me, which I was surprised. I can't believe he actually got me. I like to throw gas on players' picks. Because I know if they're getting picked up, right there, I'm getting hit markers. I know if they're getting picked up. I'm getting chased again. He demats the floor, which is such a smart move. I love to do that to people that I'm chasing when they run upstairs. So now he's the last one left. I'm thinking just wipe at this point. But he manages to get me up and the other player tokened in, so now we're a full 3 team, but I can actually hear them on a roof still. I'm telling them both with my mic because I'm still talking. As far as I know, they can hear you unless they just mute you. So I am telling them that, giving, my communications to them. Despite me not hearing or getting anything back. I can't stop though. I can't stop eating these Tootsie Rolls. That's why I said I can't have more than a bag in a house at a time. God, it's so good. When I was a kid, I fucking hated Tootsie Rolls. I thought it was so gross. It's just dark toffee. But man, as I got older and I was a teenager, I'm like, this shit is actually the bomb. The double heels. The double heels. So I asked this heavy because he's got a hook to try to drag this outside. So it's out in the open right there. So maybe he did have me muted, or maybe he can't hear me because I kept telling him, can you drag this outside? But he's obviously not hearing me, or I'm muted, one or the other. So this team we're against is really not showing much urgency. As I said, the final vaults are they're accelerated a lot quicker than regular ones, so they realistically only have about 20-25 seconds here, 30 seconds if that, to do something. So at this point I'm just trying to stay alive long enough so that I could throw my pyro grenade on top of it, but obviously I died. Right now they don't have any time. It's over. They spent way too much time trying to fight us and set up. And there it is. That's a GG's. Second in a row, and second of 4 consecutive final appearances. Spoiler alert, I lost to the next 2, one of which was to a Ruby team, so I'm not too upset. There I am doing the skeleton dance. So much better. We got the most assists, less deaths, most revives, and most objectives. And our support score was through the roof, so we did really well. And that is our 2 dubs back to back. But yeah, So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I got my tickets for my wheel. I guess I could show you guys that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, this gameplay. I know I had people ask me if I'd make more. Like I said, under 100 viewers. Sorry, I'm spinning it. But I got 3 subs out of it, so I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just put together a Halloween video for those that enjoyed it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed the costumes. I'm really happy with that sticker, as it's something different than the pumpkin. Not so happy with this. I don't use sprays, so not too happy. But I believe I have one more spin, do I not? Here we go, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that was a really hard one, you can tell. I'm happy with this, these are tattoos. But I wanted the sound. But anyway, guys, with that, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys have a great and safe Halloween. And with that being said, have a great day, great night, whatever it may be.